Gary Cortland Miles. They gave us the Steinway because they wanted us to fill up the stage a bit more. And we're here to fill up the whole theater, every corner, this beautiful theater. And that includes every body, mind, and soul in the theater. So welcome to the Magic of Healing at the Royal. How many of you thought that you were coming to a magic show? How many of you thought that you were going to be learning some magic? Hey, great. And you are. 3 requests, and that is phones off if they're still on, please. And your participation. This is not just to look at, you need to participate, that way you learn it for yourself. And the third one is putting everything aside. Putting everything aside that would normally hold you back from really participating in this. So put aside all that you think you are. All your beliefs, your assumptions, judgments. Put aside how you think you are, how you look, how you dress, what sex you are. Put all that aside. It'll be there. It's just putting it all aside. That's right. And your associations with your family, how you think you fit in, how your parents, how you perhaps are a parent, your children, all your associations, they can go outside as well. Your nationality, your culture, your schooling, all that, just put it aside. Where you live, the car you drive or don't drive, your style, your profession, your job, all the things you normally would hold on to, just put them aside. And even if there's things that I have missed in acknowledging for you to put aside, just put everything aside. Oh, your religion, your upbringing that way, put that aside. It'll be there for you, just aside. And just notice that there is still something left exactly where you are after you put everything else aside. Just allow yourself to enjoy that. Enjoy that state of just being. touch upon this place when we fall asleep or in the quiet. But we don't really think too much of it as a rule because we have all those other things covering us. But tonight, you'll discover that this is where your power is. Just this gentleness of being. And just let the music enhance that state for yourselves, that experience. Wonderful. The magic of healing is based on the premise that all our resources are within us. It's just difficult sometimes to get to them, if not impossible. So tonight's performance is all part of getting to that place. Creating your own magic and being able to access it whenever you want to, and preferably just live there. But for tonight, we'll just hopefully get you just to be able to access it and experience it. So the process that I would like to introduce you to is 3, 2, 1. I call it. Level 3 is just where the body actually touches, the circumference of the body touches the outside world. So it's where you are seated in your seats. Just noticing how your body is relaxed in the chair, and maybe there's some parts of it that create pressure, obviously, when you're sitting in the seat. You'll maintain hearing my voice all throughout, guiding you so you can relax, but also come out when I ask you to come back out into the room. So level 3, the circumference of the body. And we'll start with the toes and work up right up to the top of the head. And just take a few moments and give your attention to your toes, in your shoes, and just the pressures that might be there from the shoes, and just how nice it is to notice. Not doing anything about it, just noticing and acknowledging. And maybe even the spaces between the toes. And how the foot is in the shoe. And coming up the arch and the ball of the feet. And up the calves. And just, if there's any pressure or tension, just noticing it. And just noticing that it actually dissipates when you Just notice and acknowledge it. That's right. And coming up into the knees, you can actually even relax your knees just by noticing them. And the thighs. The pressure on the backside of the thighs from sitting in the chair. And just the lightness on the top part. And coming up the buttocks. Once again, just the pressure you exert on the seats you're in. And coming up the backside, the spine. Just how parts of it touch the chair and others don't. And just how nice it is to notice. And coming up the back into the shoulders. And into the upper arms. Elbows, lower arms, into the hands, right into the fingertips. And just noticing the spaces between the fingertips. And the warmth of the inside of the hand compared to the coolness perhaps on the outside. And just where your body is exposed to the air and where it's covered in the clothes. That's right. And then coming back up again through the lower arms, upper arms, shoulders, and the neck. And up over the back of the head. And just noticing how all those muscles tend to relax just by you giving your attention to them. Coming into the forehead. Just noticing how the forehead releases as well. Eyebrows and your eyes. Your cheeks, your ears, your lips, and chin. That's level 3. The next one we're going to go through is level 2, which is the interior of the body. So just scanning the body internally. From the tips of the toes, but this time we're doing the skeleton and the muscles and organs. So just giving your attention to the skeleton, the little muscles and bones, even if you don't quite know where they are or what they look like, just get a sense of them. So up from your little toes, arch of the foot, up the legs, just the skeleton and muscles that are inside. And just imagine all the network that we usually take for granted that's there. And coming up the thighs, and the trunk of the body. Just getting a sense of where your kidney may be and your liver and your heart, your lungs. just noticing how these body parts are already working within you. There's nothing else you need to do. You're just appreciating it, noticing it, acknowledging it. You can notice how the lungs breathe in the air and how your whole body responds to that. And your heart, this wonderful rhythm. And coming into the shoulders and the arms and right down to the fingertips again. Just noticing all of those little bones, muscles, veins. And coming back up again into the neck and into the skull. And you may notice the inside of your mouth, the teeth, and the backs of the eyes, and the brain. That's level 2, the internal workings of your body. Level 1 is going even deeper. It's going to the depths of us. It's going below the 3rd level, which is the surface, the 2nd level, your interior. Just allowing yourself to surrender to your own depths of being. 1. Once again, you'll maintain hearing my voice so you can allow yourself to relax. But you'll also come back when I ask you to. Just being at 1. As it is comfortable, you can just allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper. And just notice what you experience here. Are there colors associated with it? Sounds. Notice the rhythm. Just being at 1. And yet you can hear clearly, you can perceive right around you. One. This is the place where none of the things at the surface ever touch us. It's been here all along. But once again, we usually lose track of it by our associations at the surface and what goes on internally with our thoughts and feelings. And we only dip into this perhaps when we're falling asleep. Well, we are dipping into it. We're more aware of it as we're dipping into it. I want you to be aware of it and utilize it. So as you have a really good sense of experiencing your oneness, just allow yourself to bring your hands together and fold them. This is called anchoring. You're anchoring that state so you can have access to it whenever you want. Actually, you can use your breath as your access point, your gateway, your open door. To being at one. That's right. Just notice how you perceive differently from being here, just being at one. How your breath is different, fuller. Just really become aware of the rhythm. And then very gently allow yourself to become aware of just being in your seats. In this beautiful theater. Maintaining that state of oneness, but slowly letting yourself back into the room, your awareness back into the room. That's right. You can gently allow yourself to open your eyes if they've been closed. And just have a gentle look around. Notice how perhaps the colors stand out more. Maintaining that sense of oneness. All right, you did great. Now, you can always play with this. You can actually start telling where you're at, foremost. At 3, that's the surface. We're getting caught up in the surface things. 2, catch yourself going into your thoughts and feelings, and you can use them to go to 1. Just acknowledge them and go to 1. So that becomes a new living meditation. Who would like to share what happened within that last exercise we just did? Is anybody here? Got you speechless? You did great. You did great because you started to realize that there's other parts of yourselves that usually you forget about or don't pay attention to. So what I'm going to do is I'll come downstairs. and get you to offer me your, let us know how we did. Well, you're here. Front row and center. How was it for you?
It was peaceful. Yeah. My thoughts were quieter. It's something I think I need to work on, or will, to get into that sense of self and one. I don't really have a lot of words. This is my first sort of experience with this kind of exploration.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you.
You're welcome.
It's, I'm sort of conflicted a little bit. You know, I have some stresses, but I was able to sort of identify them too at the same time of relaxing, if you will. And where I think, how can I say it? I think by acknowledging this, say a stress physically or emotionally, is the beginning of healing. That's what I thought.
There's not a whole pile of different parts going on.
It was more centralized. It was interesting. Yeah.
Right. And perhaps you noticed, oh, I got my mic. Perhaps you noticed that it sort of lodges in different parts of the body as well. You know.
Yeah, surprisingly. Not in places I necessarily thought. I have some injuries or whatever, but it didn't seem to be accented. But there were other parts that were subtly, oh my, that was interesting. And I thought, I need to align myself, spiritually or internally.
Did you notice that there was a change once you just acknowledged it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, I did.
Well, congratulations, you did. Oh, I forgot my magic wand. You get a magic wand. That's how you do your own magic. There really isn't much more to do except acknowledge it.
Yeah, I thought the acknowledging part, and it isn't something that, it's something very simple that a person can do, sitting or standing, wherever they are.
That's right.
And I think taking those moments out through the day is something I'm going to try and do a bit more of, even for 5 seconds.
Exactly. It doesn't take long.
And I don't think I need to do 20 minutes or so, because
No.
I don't have time, but just that 5 seconds and working towards that sort of, like you say, 3, 2, 1.
That's right.
And I got it. And I think that's good. And I think it's something that's simple and can be worked on. And it's a controlled thing too. It's not frantic or mechanical. It isn't at all mechanical. For me anyways, it was quite natural. And I could see myself sort of changing a little bit. Yeah, I still had some negative thoughts. I have to say this.
That's level 2.
Some anger in there, current. But I thought I don't really need it. It's not happening right now. I don't need that, but I do need this more of a peace, since I bring myself back to that and focus again. Not focus. It's hard to explain. I don't know how to.
No, just allow yourself to go to level 1. Just go, okay, there's a 2, there's a 3, there's the 1.
And it was interesting, and I felt more natural.
Great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
natural.
Good. I owe you a wand. Okay, Shakira, I know you really want this. How'd you make up? How'd you do?
Well, I zoned out for a while.
You zoned up?
I zoned out for a while. But then when I came back, there was this giant male guardian butterfly image with turquoise sparkles.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good, real good.
Great.
Yeah, has a very good meaning for me. Yeah, real guardian spirits and some other things. Yeah,
Awesome.
right where I am.
Beautiful. Thank you. How did you make out?
I thought it was a little weird.
Uh-huh. Great.
I wasn't sure what we were supposed to be doing because nothing was kind of said. So I wasn't sure, are we supposed to be closing our eyes? What are we supposed to be doing? So I was just listening to what you said and
Yeah. Okay, well, weird is a judgment. So that's your level 2. So it's just good to notice, where
Yeah.
that came from. Whatever happened would happen, like you either close your eyes or you don't, so it didn't really
so I
direct
did
anybody.
close my
Uh-huh.
eyes for a bit, yeah. And it was relaxing. So,
Were you able to get to the place where you're just really still beyond the body?
yeah, I wasn't really thinking of anything. I was just listening to what you were saying.
Okay, so you didn't really have any experience there?
No, my neck was sore and I kept thinking just for a little bit, oh, if I just acknowledge it, it'll
Mm-hmm.
relax, but it didn't seem to kind of do that. But I just tried to feel comfortable and go with the flow.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. John, how did you make out?
Well, my eyes closed automatically. They knew what to do. And as I peeled back the layers, I was able to get more in touch with nature and natural. I envisioned that I was in a rainforest with a waterfall and there were pools of water, and I just completely escaped from where I was.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you. Would you like to share?
I'm not sure what to say. I was a little bit like my neighbor that, well, also, I have to say, I've never met you. I have no idea who you are. My friend said, oh, this might be interesting. I'm not quite sure what it is. So I have done some hypnosis and I have done some relaxation tapes and things like that in the past. So it seemed a little bit familiar, but I thought, I don't know who you are. I know I'm very suggestible. So I was very on guard.
Mm-hmm. So you're
Although
still
I
at the
was
surface.
also, well, I started to realize, well, I am who I am, so I'm probably not going to do, you're probably not going to make us run up and be chickens, and I probably wouldn't do it if you tried. I wasn't quite, I didn't think you would do that, right?
Yeah.
But what do I know? So,
Yeah.
so I did go along with it.
Oh, well, I appreciate
For
you doing
me, I don't usually have visions like that I could say there was a waterfall or things like that. For me, it's
That's
just a
his
matter of being
experience.
more, of feeling like I'm breathing more deeply and it's easier to breathe, I guess.
that. Hey, well, that's pretty good. My goodness. Hey, thanks a lot for sharing. And how did you make out?
I got really very relaxed, and I wasn't 100% sure the difference between, well, there's level 2 and then you go into level 1. It's a deep, wasn't sure where I should be feeling that. It was in my heart or just, I guess that's personal for everyone, whether you can picture yourself somewhere else or deep,
Yeah.
not too sure.
It's sort of like dropping asleep. You sort of go
Yeah.
inside, beyond the surface and whatever is your body.
Yeah, so I think I felt that because I just felt a really deep relaxation and not being sure where I was going with it, but I felt it was really, really nice.
Awesome. Well, that's a good start.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Who else would like to share? Hey, great. Hi. So grateful to see you here. There you go, hon.
First of all, I'd like to say that, Ludmyla, you're a very beautiful,
Oh, thank you.
spiritual person. I know Ludmyla, she's very sweet, very gentle, and I found it really emotional, beautiful, surprising.
Great.
I also found it very healing with, I got a couple chronic illnesses, and I found that when I breathe into the meditation, my stomach would relax and growl and move around. And sorry.
It's okay.
I found it pretty cool that I could do that. And I think it takes an open mind to actually get to that place. And I think that's where you're going with that. And I think it's beautiful. And I'm choked up. So thanks, Ludmyla. It's beautiful.
You're welcome. Todd, were you able to do it?
Yeah, I felt very regulated. I came down to a real sense of calm. I was actually in a nowhere zone for a little while. Still sort of there, but
Well, yeah, stay there.
still sort of there, but it was close.
Uh-huh. Awesome.
Where I really wasn't. I was just about losing hearing you. It was sort of a verge of just about, I don't know, real calm.
Great. Well, that's really good. Michael, how did you do?
I did good. I was very, very calm and just started getting right down into the base level of knowing exactly the Michael that I truly am. Now, Jason, you share.
Well, I never thought about it, but I found that I could feel my bones if I actually thought about it, you know? I never really noticed that before.
Very calming. It was very relaxing. I found myself closing my eyes before I knew it and becoming very at peace with myself.
Yeah, I was relaxed.
Were you able to go down to the, like, center down?
I think so.
Great. Awesome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Would you like to comment?
Yeah, I'll comment.
Thank you.
I would say very, very calming. Like I feel absolutely grounded and peaceful, and it was like surreal. That was the experience.
Okay.
Do you want to share?
Thank you. I've done meditation before, and what I liked about this particular one was the 3 levels, it was like a layer after a layer, and then it just kept slowly bringing us down. It was very relaxing and calming. Thank you.
Thank you. Ina?
Sure.
Hi, it's good to see in the
You
different
too.
surrounding, and I thank you for the experience.
You're welcome.
For me, mellow. I'm never mellow. And that one was happening for me, mellow and relaxed. And no thoughts, empty. So thank you.
You're welcome.
You can come and tuck me in every night.
Extra charge on that one. Okay. Anybody, would you like to comment? Hey, all right. Would you pass that along? Of course.
It's a form of meditation, and you're going in different levels. That's the alpha to the theta level, and I was really deep in, and it was good. You be with just about everybody. You be with the source. You can call the source whatever word you use, and it's wonderful. And from there, you could work and expand your life. That's the way we should do.
That's right. Well, that's what this is about. Yeah.
And then we can go on and use our 90% of our brain and not our 10%.
Right on. You got it.
Thank you.
Hey, hi. Hi. Hi, Jamaica.
You look beautiful here.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you just put me in a very relaxed state that I wasn't expecting to be in, so that was a nice place to go. So I thank you for that.
You're welcome. Did you want to comment?
I'm one of these people that I have a heck of a time turning the mind off.
Oh, didn't get past 3?
No. It's relaxing, but that would take a lot to get the wheels to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other part is to sort of go, well, why is it so important to stay in those levels? You know, what prevents one from dropping. So those are little questions you can ask yourself and
try to find an answer.
we'll just see what comes out. Yeah, we identify with those. That's basically it. But thank you for sharing that.
Okay.
Hey, girls. How'd you make out?
I love your dress.
Oh, thank you. Pat gave it to me a number of years ago in case I ever did anything at the Royal again.
Wow.
So, Patricia.
Great taste, Patricia.
Great fit. Anyway, how did you make out?
I feel very relaxed. I started off going very, very deep, and it was difficult to sit because I felt like I was sinking,
Awesome.
and then I had to pull myself up very quickly before I sank too far. And very relaxing, very relaxing. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here.
I got to almost fall asleep, actually. And for a brief moment, I didn't feel the pain in my back. And when you called us up for another brief moment, I still wasn't feeling it, which is amazing, but it didn't last.
Well, just stay there and the pain, you won't feel the pain. That's the process here.
Big order.
Well, keep practicing it. Phyllis? Hi.
Hi, I love your dress.
Thank
I love
you.
your outfit.
Thank
It's
you.
great. I found it very, very relaxing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey. Comments in here? Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Before I comment on my experience, I know others have said it, but I noticed right away how beautiful you are, and I wanted to compliment you on your appearance.
Oh, thank you.
And I just realized, like, you're so loved, and that's such a wonderful thing for any human to experience and to be loved. Yeah, it was very relaxing, and I felt like joy and like living light and hope and I would say peace that I didn't achieve but that I received. And so I'm thankful.
That's right. Don't have to work at anything. It's all there. Did you want to comment?
I just wanted to say that the piano music was very beautiful.
Oh, it is. And he's just creating it as he goes.
Yes, it's awesome. I really like it.
Awesome. Yes, he is.
I was going to say the same thing, so. Yeah, I love the piano guy. You should keep playing lots.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is why I invited him. I'm going, my God, it's time to bring him out. Like, Carolyn? Aaron? You're way back here. Let me come to you. How'd you guys make out?
It was good, very relaxing, and I felt pain-free for a while with my accidents, which was good.
Oh, awesome.
So I really enjoyed it.
Okay, so that's the place you need to keep going to be pain-free. How'd you make out, Carol?
I felt your voice very calming. I felt a sense of peace. Just basically, I felt really safe, and it helped me to relax and lots of confidence and strong.
Awesome. Great. Glad you came. Did you two want to make a comment? Sure. Hey. Hi.
Ooh, there, that's loud. Yeah, the piano music is beautiful, and I really appreciate it. Playing piano myself, it's nice to hear someone else. When I got to level 1, I realized I didn't know who the person was. And I don't know if I'm familiar with number 1, but that was kind of entertaining. I'd also kind of like to share that my experiences, I've always been more comfortable with female commentary, but the gentleman over there with the gray on there, see, men do have sensitivity and intelligence. God bless you. Okay, it was a healing experience for me. All right.
Would you like to share?
I just felt
stillness, and then when I opened my eyes I could see much more clearly, but I thought, oh, that's a trick. Maybe they put the lights on brighter.
Yeah, so that's 2 and 3 kicking in again. So that takes us back up to the surface. But that's really where we get blind, is at 2 and 3, because we think we know what we're looking at, and we don't. So yeah, the more you can stay there, then actually the clearer the eyesight gets too. It's really awesome. All right. Would you like to comment? No, I'm good. No? Okay. Anybody in here? All right. So, thank you for sharing. That's awesome. And you might have some ideas of how you can actually utilize this now. So if you actually did the exercise of anchoring that state, you can actually just do it at home. I've just told you how to do it. But you get yourself down to that, just do the 3, 2, and then 1. And then when you really feel yourself there, feel really comfortable. Actually, it's a state of expansion. Probably won't be identifying with your body so much at all. You just are. You can actually extend past the room you're in, wherever else you are. So it's really quite incredible. So at that point, there is no body to heal or to take care of, because you're more than that. You're a lot more. So this is a way of discovering that. It's actually going to be working on a couple of apps. One of them is a 3-2-1, so you can actually do it manually for yourselves. And another one is just casting everything into the sunlight. So look forward for them. And just 3-2-1. Just notice it within yourself. Like if you start feeling a pain or something that upsets you at the surface, then that's 3. That's your body or something at the surface that's you're allowing to affect you. So just 3, you just have to notice it, acknowledge it. 2 is your feelings, your thoughts, and where they lodge inside your body. But the beautiful part of it is, as you just notice and acknowledge, it'll dissipate. And you can just go down to 1. You can actually function from 1. I've got to share something with you. I've been actually doing most of my driving from level 1. This was brought on by level 1, just going, yeah, I can do this. It's time to bring it out. I was really quite under the weather in December, and I went, my goodness, like, that's all I keep doing is, and then of course I come home and I just allow myself to sleep. But just to get below that, that's our perfection, that is our wholeness. So yes, you were right on saying that we can start to use the better part of all that we have, because we're still used to using so little, because we're conditioned to that we have to go and be educated, to be more knowledgeable, to be somebody. Oh my goodness, we're all perfect just as we are. And that's really important for all of us to know and acknowledge for ourselves. Waiting for somebody to tell us that, or a partner to tell us that, don't hold your breath. But do it for yourselves. If this is of interest to you and you've gotten value from being here tonight, there's other programs that are offered. This was just the teaser. There's the Odyssey of Shangri-La, which is it's a journey into wholeness. It actually allows you to realize all the things that tend to stand in the way, and they dissipate. So you actually do wind up living your wholeness. This is Shangri-La, and we don't even know it. So it's a way of tapping into that. Centeroflight.ca is my website. Gary, I believe, is working from nowyouKnow.com, so his music is on there. And I thank you dearly for coming out tonight. And just allow yourself to walk out with the music and being at one.